Jai Mata Di. Today's topic is what are Khara Planets and their effects. Akool Saral Jyotish, Astrology Simplified. Planets which are related to the 8th house of a horoscope are called Khara Planets or Chhidra Planets, since the 8th house is a dark hole and a hidden secret. Khara means donkey. In North India, people refer to saline water as Khara Pani, meaning useless water for human consumption, like sea water. But the matter is not as easy as it looks at first sight. It needs deeper insight. As such, please remain attached to me until the end of this video. Primarily, the lords of the 22nd Drekkana and 64 Navamsha from the moon. 22nd Drekkana is from the Lagna of the Drekkana divisional chart. 22nd Drekkana is the 8th house from the Lagna of the Drekkana chart, and 64 Navamsha is seen from the moon. And the Lord and planets connected to 22nd Drekkana and 64 Navamsha are called Khara Planets in the horoscopes. Things worsen if a single planet becomes Lord of the 22nd Drekkana and the 64th Navamsha. Means the same planet is the Lord of the 22nd Drekkana, means 8th Lord in the Drekkana chart, and the 4th Lord from the moon in the Navamsha chart. Means the single planet will be the Khara planet. That is double Khara. Things worsen if a single planet becomes Lord of the 22nd Drekkana and the 64th Navamsha. Such a planet will give extremely bad results during its main period, means Mahadasha, and sub period, means Antardasha, by becoming a double Khara planet. Planet associated with the 22nd Drekkana and 64th Navamsha also give adverse results. Secondarily, the planets associated with or aspected by the Khara planet will give bad results, and by the double Khara planet worse result. If there are two Khara planets, means not the single planet from the 22nd forming 22nd Drekkana and 64th Navamsha, then it will give bad results if two planets are there. But if the single planet are the Lord of both 22nd Drekkana and 64th Navamsha, the result would be worse. The sign lords of Khara Planets and the sign lord of double Khara Planet also provide the adverse results because they absorb the evil traits of the Khara planets, particularly if such lords happen to be the lords of the Badhaka houses, 11th lord in the case of Movable Lagnas, and 9th lord in the case of fixed Lagnas, and 7th lord in the case of dual Lagnas. Meaning, if in the Rashi chart the Khara planets occupying a sign and the sign lord of that sign in the Rashi chart is also a Badhaka planet as per the Badhaka parameters, then that planet will also give very bad result or adverse result during its Dasha or Antardasha. Means he will absorb the malefic effects of the Khara planets, becoming the lord of the Khara planets in the Rashi chart. Antardasha lord, if it happens to be the Khara planet or the double Khara planet is worse in giving malefic result. Antardasha lord, if it happens to be the Khara planet or the double Khara planet from a Mahadasha lord, will also provide bad results during such Antardasha in a Mahadasha. Besides, the 8th lord, planets in the 8th house, planets associated with or aspected by 8th lord, I am talking about Rashi chart, and the bitter enemy of the 8th lord may also provide adverse results. Means the 8th lord in a horoscope is Saturn. Then who is the bitter enemy of Saturn? Sun and Mars also. So the bitter enemy of the 8th lord in a Rashi chart will also give bad results during its Dasha Antardasha. Planets posited in the Sarpa means poisonous, or Pakshi means birds, Drekkana also behave like a Khara planet. An easy way to locate the 64th Navamsha is the 4th house from the moon in the Navamsha. It is the easiest way to find the lord of the 64th Navamsha from the moon or from any planet. The calculation method is take the degrees of the moon to the 8th house from it and then calculate the 8th house from the 8th house. It will be the 4th house in the Navamsha horoscope from the moon. Suppose moon is in Gemini in the Navamsha, so 4th house will be the Virgo and moon will be the lord of the 64th Navamsha. For example, in a horoscope, in a Navamsha, moon is in Aquarius. So the 4th house from Aquarius will be Taurus. As such, Venus will be the Lord of the 64th Navamsha. I have just given a hint about how to locate Lord of the 64th Navamsha or the 64th Navamsha house from the moon. It is always the 4th house and the 4th Lord from the moon in the Navamsha chart. In the same manner, the 64th Navamsha from any planet can be calculated. Suppose Saturn is in Libra, so from Libra the 4th house is Capricorn, so Saturn is the Lord of the 64th Navamsha, will be the Lord of the 64th Navamsha. Any planet aspected by Saturn and the planets in Capricorn all will have the taints of 64th Navamsha. 64th Navamsha causes harm primarily at the mental level. It will give you tension, it will give you mental trauma without any bodily help, without any bodily harm. An easy way to locate the 22nd Drekkana is the 8th house from the Lagna of Drekkana Horoscope. In the same manner, the 22nd Drekkana from any planet in the Drekkana Horoscope can be located. The 22nd Drekkana causes harm to the physical body. It will harm you to the physical body. Who? The Lord of the 22nd Drekkana, planet aspected by the 27th Drekkana Lord, planet in association with the 22nd Drekkana Lord, and planet posited in the 22nd Drekkana. 22nd Drekkana is always the 8th house from the Lagna of Drekkana Horoscope. In this way, the 22nd Drekkana from any planet can be worked out. Suppose Saturn is in the Drekkana horoscope in the Aquarius sign, so the 8th house from Saturn will be Virgo. As such, Mercury will be the Lord of the 22nd Drekkana from Saturn, and any planets in association or aspected by Mercury will get the malefic effects of the 22nd Drekkana Lord from Saturn. In this way, we can calculate the 22nd Drekkana, see who is the 22nd Drekkana Lord, which planets are with him, which planets are being aspected by the Lord of the 22nd Drekkana, and the planet placed in the 8th house from the Lagna of the Drekkana horoscope would also give the malefic result to the physical body, since it is in the 8th house from the Lagna chart of Drekkana horoscope. That Drekkana is the microscopic view of the 3rd house of physical fitness as well as physical unfitness, both. So it causes harm to the physical body. Let us now discuss Khara planet in a horoscope to learn the practical application of the Khara concept. Rashi chart of Srimati Indira Gandhi. Saturn is at 21 degree 47 minutes in Cancer in the horoscope of Srimati Indira Gandhi, which means Saturn is in the third Drekkana of Cancer, which is a Sarpa Drekkana. So Saturn is a Khara planet in the horoscope of Srimati Indira Gandhi. Besides Saturn is also Lord of the 8th house. From Saturn as well as from the ascendant in the Rashi chart of Srimati Indira Gandhi. Srimati Indira Gandhi got Saturn Mahadasha from the last quarter of the year 1970 until her death. We have seen that Saturn is in Sarpa Drekkana, poisonous Sarpa Drekkana. So it is a Khara planet. Saturn is at 21 degrees 47 minutes of Cancer sign and is in the third Drekkana of Cancer. The third Drekkana of Cancer falls in the Sarpa Drekkana, which causes suffering. During Saturn Mahadasha, she suffered debacles, means electoral debacles, in the general elections of 1977. She remained out of power for 3 years during her Saturn Mahadasha and Ketu Antardashas. She lost her younger son Sanjay Gandhi during the same Mahadasha in Mercury Antardasha, and she was assassinated during her Saturn Mahadasha and Rahu Antardasha. Being in Sarpa Drekkana, MTL Saturn is a Khara planet. Besides a core natural malefic and functional malefic in the horoscope of Srimati Indira Gandhi being the 8th Lord. Navamsha Horoscope of Srimati Indira Gandhi. We have already identified that Saturn is a Khara planet. So, but it is in mixed Drekkana. It is Khara planet. It is in the Sarpa Drekkana, means third Drekkana of Cancer, but it is a mixed Drekkana, means it may give both good and bad results. In the Navamsha of Srimati Indira Gandhi, from Moon, the 4th Lord is Venus, because it is Taurus sign. From Moon in Aquarius, the 4th house is Taurus, which is ruled by the which is ruled by Venus. As per shortcut method we learnt at the beginning, from Moon, Venus is the Khara planet. It means Lord of the 64th Navamsha. Jupiter is placed in 64th Navamsha from the Moon, which will cause her mental agony and trauma. From Moon, as per shortcut method, the 64th Navamsha is Taurus, which is occupied by Jupiter, and the sign lord of Taurus is Venus. The other sign of Venus is Libra. Antardasha Lord Ketu is in the sign of Jupiter. We have already identified Saturn as a flat Khara planet because of its Sarpa Drekkana maleficence. Because of its Sarpa Drekkana maleficence. Antardasha Lord, now we are discussing about Saturn Ketu when she remained out of power for 3 years. Saturn we have identified as a Khara planet for being in the third Drekkana, for being in the Sarpa Drekkana. Now we are discussing about Ketu, the Antardasha Lord. The 3 years period during Saturn Mahadasha, she remained out of power and suffered a lot. Antardasha Lord Ketu is in the sign of Jupiter in Sagittarius. Please have a look. It is Sagittarius, and Antardasha Lord Ketu is in Sagittarius, and Ketu is a shadowy planet, and it will give the result of Jupiter, who is in the 4th house from Moon, that is in 64th Navamsha, and she remained out of power during Saturn Ketu. Saturn Ketu. Antardasha Lord Ketu is in the sign of Jupiter in Sagittarius, and Jupiter is in the 4th house in Taurus from the Moon in Aquarius. So Jupiter is in 64th Navamsha. As such, Jupiter is in the 64th Navamsha, which is a Khara Navamsha. Ideal Ketu being in the sign of Jupiter and a shadowy planet and identityless planet. It doesn't have any identity. It would go by his sign lord, planet associated with it. It is the Rahu and Ketu behave like this. They go by their sign lord, they go by the planet associated with them. They don't have any drishti, means aspects. Ideal Ketu being in the sign of Jupiter and a shadowy and identityless planet delivered the results of his sign lord Jupiter. As a result, she remained out of power during her Saturn Ketu period and faced humiliation and mental trauma because she was harassed by the then ruling party. She was even sent to the jail. So there was mental trauma. Now 64th Navamsha always give suffering at the mental level, as I have already discussed. and 22nd Drekkana gives harm to the physical body. Indira Gandhi lost her son Sanjay Gandhi during her Mercury Antardasha in Saturn Mahadasha. From Moon in Aquarius, Venus is the Lord of 64th Navamsha and the ideal means Antardasha Lord Mercury is associated with Venus in Libra, which resulted in mental agony and trauma for her in Saturn Mercury due to the unfortunate death of her younger son Sri Sanjay Gandhi during the period. Please see in the Navamsha chart. We have already discussed that Venus is the Lord of the 64th Navamsha, means Khara planet, and Mercury is with Venus, the Khara planet from the moon, which gave her mental trauma during Mercury during Mercury Antardasha in Saturn Mahadasha. She got mental trauma because of the unfortunate death of her youngest son Sanjay Gandhi during Saturn Mercury. Mercury absorbed the malefic effects of Venus, the Lord of the 64th Navamsha, from the moon. Because 64th Navamsha always keep mental agony and trauma. It doesn't cause harm to the physical body, but mental trauma is is severe. It would be severe. From the above instances, we can observe how the 64th Navamsha from the moon are dangerous in giving mental trauma, and the protruding poisonous teeth of the Khara planet means so bad. Khara planets are so bad that they can do anything to a native. Anything bad, not good, to a native. But there is a twist also. When benefic planets transit through 64th Navamsha, which are the natural benefic planets I am talking about, Jupiter, Mercury, Moon and Venus, when transit through, two of them, at least two of them, must transit through 64th Navamsha, then they may trigger extremely good result if the Dasha is as such or favorable. The reason why I requested the viewers to remain attached to me until the end, because I will go on sharing the tips, very valuable tips on the sidelines of the topic for the benefit of the viewers. Never leave the video before going through the end, because I am in the habit of sharing tips in my videos, valuable tips in my videos, which we will never get elsewhere. I have shared one tip Drekkana Horoscope of Srimati Indira Gandhi. Apply it. The tips I have given, please apply. See, apply it on your horoscope. When the natural benefic planets, 2, not less than 2 and more, will be simultaneously transiting through your 4th house and the Dasha is favorable, you will have a very good experience during this period. Apply it and see and comment me if I have told anything wrong. Just apply with your past events if you have maintained a record of your past events. Astrology learners must keep records of all the events along with date and if possible with times. Otherwise it is difficult to learn astrology. Apply astrological tips and rules on yourself first and then after satisfying apply it on other horoscopes. Because who will be knowing you better than you? So please apply the tip and comments me if I have given any misguided tips. I always want comments from my esteemed or dear viewers. Drekkana Horoscope of Srimati Indira Gandhi. It causes the Lord of the 22nd Drekkana always causes harm to the physical body in the shape of diseases or even death. If the Dasha promise is such, it is the Drekkana Horoscope of Srimati Indira Gandhi. Got my point? Please have a look or jot down as you like. I will come back to this horoscope again as we proceed on discussing the matter about 22nd Drekkana. We have already seen that Saturn is a Khara planet being in Sarpa Drekkana, and in the Drekkana horoscope Rahu is aspected by Saturn, which is a Khara planet. Isn't it? Rahu is aspected by Saturn, 10th aspect. Isn't it? 7, it is here on Virgo, the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Rahu is also afflicted by Mars. There is no benefic influence on Rahu to deliver good result in the Drekkana horoscope. The 8th house of the Drekkana horoscope is Libra, lorded by Venus, and the other house of Venus has now become the Khara planet, being lord of the 22nd Drekkana. So his other sign will also get tainted of maleficence of 22nd Drekkana. Because he is the lord, his both houses has become tainted with the evil effects of 22nd Drekkana. See, it is the Lagna of the Drekkana horoscope and Saturn, and it is the 7th house. The 8th house is Libra. Then who is the Lord? Libra's Lord, it is Venus. What is the other sign? Is Taurus. So he is the Lord of both the houses. So both the houses turned out to be the 22nd Drekkana house because of the lordship of Venus. Both the houses of Venus means Taurus and Libra turned out to be 22nd Drekkana house because of the lordship of Venus to the 8th house in the Drekkana Horoscope. Venus is the 8th lord of the Drekkana and is the lord of the 22nd Drekkana and a Khara planet. Lord of the 22nd Drekkana is a Khara planet. The other sign of Venus is Taurus. Jupiter is the sign lord of ADL Rahu because during Saturn Mahadasha and Rahu Antardasha she was assassinated. If I am not mistaken, it would be perhaps 31st October 1984. Please cross-check and see whether the dosh about that about Mahadasha and Antardasha, whether Mahadasha of Saturn and Antardasha of Rahu and Pratyantardasha of Rahu was operating on 31st October 1984 and be satisfied. Jupiter is the sign lord of ADL Rahu in Sagittarius. ADL Rahu is in Sagittarius, isn't it? Please see the full horoscope. It is Sagittarius sign in this South style horoscope. It is Sagittarius. Please have a look. It is the Drekkana horoscope with Pisces as the Lagna. So Sagittarius is with the 10th house. It is 10th house. It is Sagittarius, which is lorded by Jupiter. What Jupiter is doing? Jupiter is aspecting the other sign of Venus, the Khara planet Venus, thereby connecting Rahu to the Khara attributes of Venus through Jupiter. How do Rahu got the traits of Khara planet through Jupiter? Because Rahu is associated with Mercury and is in the sign of Jupiter. Got my point? And Jupiter has been aspecting Taurus. I will be discussing everything. Venus is the 8th lord of Drekkana and is the lord of the 22nd Drekkana and a Khara planet. The other sign of Khara Venus is Taurus. Jupiter is the sign lord of ADL Rahu in Sagittarius, who is in association with the violent planet Mars. Mars is a violent and aggressive planet by nature. Jupiter, the sign lord of ADL Rahu, aspects Taurus, the other sign of Khara Venus, the other sign of Khara Venus, thereby connecting Rahu to the Khara maleficence of Venus. ADL Rahu is doubly afflicted by Khara Saturn because of his Sarpa Drekkana taints, and Mars, the violent planet, without any benefic influence on it, means there is no benefic influence on Rahu. It is with Mars and aspected by Saturn. The Drekkana horoscope shows the nature of death, since It is the microscopic view of the natal third house. What is natal third house? The eighth house. From the eighth house. It is the eighth house from the eighth house. Just count 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It is the 8th to 8th. The 8th house from the 8th house. Which house? Is third house. Third house is the 8th to 8th house from the 8th house of Ayu and Mrityu Sthana. It has dual role. One of Ayu means longevity and other of Mrityu means death. It has dual promises. 8th house has dual promises. If afflicted, it becomes Mrityu Sthana. And if not afflicted, it gives good longevity also. See, in our horoscope, the 8th house is afflicted. 8th house is not afflicted. But third house is afflicted. See, 1, 2, 3, which is the secondary house of death. Third house. It is aspected by Mars and Sun. There is a benefic aspect also of Jupiter. Got my point? But two malefic planets means natural malefic. When I will tell malefic, it always means natural malefic. When I will tell functional malefic, it is functional malefic. When I will tell simply malefic, it means natural malefic. The Drekkana Horoscope shows the nature of death since it is the microscopic view of the third house, the 8th house from the 8th house of Ayu and Mrityu Sthana, the Bhavat Bhavam house of the 8th. 8 to 8 means Bhavat Bhavam house. Mirror picture, the mirror picture of the 8th house. Bhavat Bhavam house shows the mirror picture of any house. For 8th house, third house shows the mirror picture of the 8th house of Ayu and longevity. Ayu, longevity and death. Ayu means longevity. Death means death. Maraka. As such, Indira Gandhi had a violent death in an assassination during her Khara Mahadasha and Antardasha of Saturn and Rahu respectively. Saturn is in the Sarpa Drekkana, so it is a Khara planet. Mahadasha Lord Saturn is in Sarpa Drekkana, so it is a Khara planet. Rahu is connected to the other sign of Khara, Venus, through his sign Lord Jupiter. So it has Rahu has also become a Khara planet. Violent death was because of Mars and no benefic aspect on Rahu, the Antardashas Lord. Saturn and Mars, it was a Rahu is with Mars and aspected by Saturn, the Khara planet. It is already Khara because Rahu is aspected by Saturn, who is in Sarpa Drekkana. Jupiter further made it Khara, means two planets made Rahu as Khara planet. One by Jupiter, firstly by Saturn because of his aspect, and secondly by Jupiter, the sign lord of Rahu, a shadowy planet, through his aspect on the other house of the Khara planet, Venus. The reason why I always like to discuss any astrological topic on horoscope of famous personalities, so that we have to, after all, apply the astrological rules to the horoscope. So astrological learning is incomplete without the astrological rules or sutras are shown in the horoscope or demonstrated in the horoscope, preferably of a famous person, so that learner can verify, cross-check what the anchor has narrated. Because my horoscope would not be in the internet or in the Wikipedia. The horoscope of famous person along with the date of events will be available in the internet as well as in the print media and in Wikipedia, or you will get it from many other sources, not that of ordinary person like me. What is the use of discussing and applying astrological rules in the on the horoscope or to the horoscope? Sorry, precisely it would be to the horoscope of common person like me. There is no use. There is no data available in the open source about me or common person like me. Always it has to be discussed on the horoscope of famous person, so that viewers or readers can cross-check about the veracity of my claim and comment me or challenge me. I do not believe in misguiding anybody. People may be doing so. I know people are doing also. It doesn't make any difference for me. Let them be. I have demonstrated how malicious Khara planets need to be examined in a horoscope for malefic results at the mental and physical planes. In case of 64th Navamsha, it would be mental. In the case of Sarpa Drekkana and 22nd Drekkana, it would be both physical and mental. The harm will be both physically and mentally. And in the case of 64th Navamsha, the harm will remain limited to the mental plane. It will give you mental trauma, but it is very difficult to sustain mental trauma if it comes in the shape of death of somebody. Particularly, Srimati Indira Gandhi had lost her son, the eldest son, which gave her mental agony. She underwent jail. She was out of power. She was harassed by the then ruling dispensation. So all this gave her mental agony and trauma. Isn't it? These are very severe mental agony that is caused by the 64th Navamsha, not a minor mental agony. I have demonstrated how malicious Khara planets need to be examined in a horoscope for malefic results at the mental and physical planes. The task is not as easy as it prima facie looks. The reason why I requested the viewers at the beginning to remain attached to me until the end. This is the end of this astrological video presentation. Thanks for watching. It is Akool. I am Akool, astrological author, analyst and researcher. I have published thousands of write-ups in different forums on astrology, encompassing my research articles, research pieces and articles, and analyzed thousands of horoscopes so far. Best astrological wishes. Thanks.